Hi everyone, it's the Thursday edition of Weather for Weather Geeks, back in the saddle on this Thursday. Beautiful day out there. Today it feels warmer than it actually is. The wind is pretty calm. The sun is shining. Temperatures at this hour, as you can see, across northeast Ohio and western Pennsylvania, generally lower to middle 30s. This is still below average, but boy, it makes all the difference in the world at this time of the year when the sun is out. That sun angle is getting higher and higher in the sky. Of course, we're just, let's see, 2 weeks from the equinox. The beginning of spring officially coming up here in 2 weeks, and the sun at this time of the year really makes a difference. Even if it's cold outside, if the sun's shining on your car as we get into March and you get in it, you can feel how warm it is inside. I had to roll down my window for a little while this afternoon on my way in, even though the actual air temperature was only pretty close to freezing. So it feels pretty nice, and it's one of those rare days this winter where it's better to be here in Ohio than some other places, including Florida. Take a look at what's going on in Florida today. They've got their work cut out for them down here with, look at this nasty line of thunderstorms in southern Florida right now. This has produced a lot of wind and a lot of lightning and thunder as well. So anybody that's on spring break, a little bit of an early spring break in Miami, boy, batten down the hatches down there. Look at this thing coming into southern Florida over the next hour or so. So not a great day to be in the Sunshine State today. By comparison, the rest of the country is pretty quiet. We are going to brace down in the southeast, the rest of the southeast, for some wintry weather. I think there'll be some snow and ice problems down in the Carolinas tonight into tomorrow morning, especially north of Charlotte. So that'll be a problem for them. But we are in good shape here in northeast Ohio and western Pennsylvania for the foreseeable future. Let me pop on the pressure analysis here, and we'll see where our weather systems are today. We've got a big dome of high pressure up here across the northeastern U.S. It's centered right here, and that's funneling the cool air down into the Carolinas, and then that cool air is banking up against the mountains. And so this is what we call cold air damming. It's damming up against the mountains, and that cold air will be in place as precipitation overrides it tonight into tomorrow. So problems for them down in the south. But again, our weather by comparison is looking just fine. Let's take a look at the latest and greatest European model. Actually, let's first talk about where we've been so far this month. This has been the second coldest opening 5 days of March in recorded history here in Youngstown. Only 1 year since 1930 has been colder for the first 5 days of the month than this year. The temperature anomaly map definitely bears that out across the east and heading up into the Midwest and Canada. Some places up here in the prairies of Canada, as much as 16, 17, 18, 19 degrees below average for the month so far. We've been over a dozen degrees below average here in Youngstown so far. But we want to talk about the future now and what the next several days will hold. I think Friday's going to be a fine day. I skipped forward to Saturday here, and Saturday there's going to be this weak front that slips in from the north, and this may bring rain or more likely a wet snow shower in spots towards the end of Saturday. We're talking about towards sunset and thereafter. No big deal there, no accumulating snow with that. Maybe we get a coating Saturday night. I think even that's pushing it. Sunday looks uneventful, but it's going to be a chilly day. This is Sunday's map with high pressure centered over southern Ohio. Big blue H there. Actually, on my drawing tool here, it's a red H, but you get the idea. And then next week, I think the beginning of the week will be fairly cloudy but uneventful. I want to skip forward to the end of next week, second half of next week anyway. This is Wednesday, and I'm showing you the latest European model here. It has an area of low pressure centered over Kentucky with moisture coming north. And if this were to be exactly right, we would have some problems here Wednesday into Wednesday night and possibly into Thursday as well. This is a track that, if it were to be correct, for parts of the area would more likely mean accumulating snow. Maybe there'd be some mixing. But this is a track that definitely bears watching. This is just the European, and the other models have different ideas. So don't want to latch on to this just yet, because a lot can change between now and a week from now, 6-7 days from now. But we'll have to see what the European, the Canadian, the GFS, all the usual longer range models that we look at. We'll have to see what they cook up over the next couple of days. But I want to put it on your radar that in about a week we might be dealing with some type of winter storm. But until then, until Wednesday, Thursday of next week, I think the weather overall will be decent. No big storms. We're going to have our ups and downs in the temperature department, but enjoy Friday. If you like today, you're going to like Friday. It's going to be about 10 degrees warmer tomorrow afternoon. So good news all around there. That's weather for Weather Geeks on this Thursday. I'll see you on 21 News tonight at 6 and 11, and another edition of our Weather Geek video posted Friday afternoon about 3 o'clock.